All right, today we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna do a CB interview. Chris is interviewing me. I'm rolling. I'm at the Travel Center. I'm at the Travel Center in Baltimore, TA Baltimore. Chris is riding up and I'm leaving out. You know, showing the video, I'm leaving out. He said, who that guy with the green skateboard? Pick up the CD, push the trigger. This is NJR Trucking. Oh, you would like to tell me about yourself? How you got your truck so clean and what's going on? Well, Chris, I don't know too much about the Riz, Chris, but I can tell you the best that I know. It's a 2021 Peterbilt 389 triaxle, 20K steer, 20K steer liftable pusher axle, 46K drives, 72-inch slide fifth wheel, 144-inch ARI sleeper, side door. Airbag all the way around. It's air ride. The trailer is an Aspen 65-ton, 2+3+2 setup, but I only got the low boy today because I only had to pull a motor grader. So I left the booster and the Jeep at home. Anything else you might care to ask me? You have to ask me some questions and maybe I can, get more detail with you, Chris. Well, NJR Trucking, how you got into business? How long you been trucking? Well, Chris, it's kind of complicated, Chris. I guess it didn't pass down from my father. My father was a truck driver. He was a heavy equipment operator. He was a race car driver. He was a mechanic. My father, he was a little bit of everything. He was an all-around guy. All-around guy. So I guess I followed his shoes, but I did it a little differently. I went into construction first, because he went into trucking. Well, he was in farming. He did farming first. He was in the farm, running the tractors. That's what he did first. So, now after he went to the farms, he's driving the trucks. After he driving trucks, he went into heavy equipment. So, I went straight into heavy equipment. Then I went into trucks. I went into trucks and, I got introduced to a truck in 2003, but I rode my father a couple of times, So I would say, I got introduced to trucking in 2003, but driving-wise, I ain't drive to 2005. I drove for about maybe half a year. Then I went back to doing construction. I was homeless, trying to start a business. Basically, that was it. I did moving. I did drive van. Well, altogether, my driving, I'll say about maybe a year and a half driving. The rest of it is either warehouse. From 2005, either warehouse driving, construction, and homeless. Basically, Chris. So that's my story. But I came back with a vengeance, and look at me now. Okay. Any advice for the new guys that want to get into the business? Well, Chris? There's so many ways to get into a truck. So many ways you can get into a truck. There's only one way to be successful. So I would say, you got to stick with it. Find an owner-operator and stay with him. Learn the business. You work with a company, you're not going to learn the business. You have to get with an owner-operator and let him teach you. Let him teach you the business. Driving a truck is simple. You can go to school and learn how to shift gears. But the business part, you need an owner-operator. A school's not going to teach you the business. All they're going to teach you is how to operate the truck to become a company driver. That's it. So all they teaching you is to be a company driver. But to learn the business, you need to sit down, talk with an owner-operator. You go to the truck stops. When they, at a buffet, and you talk to, I'm going to tell you who to talk to. The guy that got the wrinkled clothes wrinkled. He may not shave. He's sitting there with his legs crossed, or he's watching TV all by himself. The one with the wrinkled clothes. Not the one with the basketball shorts. Not the one that dressed to impress. The one that got wrinkled clothes. Old guy. Maybe got 2 front teeth missing, but don't got no teeth in his mouth. Sit down and talk to him. I don't care, white, black, Puerto Rican, I don't care what he is. You talk to him. And you tell him, I'm new to the business. What advice could you give a new guy? And listen to him. He has an open heart that be glad to tell you the business. You got to tell him, look, I'm busy. I gotta go. I got an appointment to make, because he gonna keep going on. He have a love for the business. You need to talk to him. Don't talk to the one with the basketball shorts. Don't talk to the one that got the shiny truck. Now, talk to the one that the truck is dirty. The old timer. Talk to the old timer. The one that got years in the business. The one that drove the twin sticks. Talk to him. Get some nuggets from him and get all you could from him. And ask him, I want to know about the accounting part of the business. I don't want to know about backing up. I don't want to know about shifting lanes, shifting gears. I don't want that. I want to know about the accounting of the business. How do I research brokers? That's what I want. And he will tell you. Now, that's the best advice I could give you. Me, personally, that's what I did. I went to the old timers and learned the business. I care less about the truck. Truck is easy. Shifting the gears, that's common sense. Backing up is common sense. But if you don't know the business, you're lost. You gotta learn the business. You gotta learn how to load a truck. You gotta learn how to get your numbers. If you're doing it, if you got a drive in, you gotta learn what is your per mile rate. What is your dock fee? If you're doing dump trailer, walking floor, you gotta know how much it costs cubic foot. You know, there's a lot in it. See what I'm saying? You just can't get in that truck. You know, a lot of people become company drivers and just want to get a truck because they're saying all the money I can make. But you don't know the business. Learn the business first. You know, when I first started in 2004, 5, you know the owner operator used to tell me? Get your authority first before you get a truck. Because if you get your authority first, you're going to study and you're going to know the business before you get your truck. If you get your truck before you get your authority, you're going to be overwhelmed. Only thing you're going to know is the truck. Get your authority first before you get a truck. Don't even think about buying a truck until you get your authority. Because now you're going to see the business side of it. You're not going to see the trucking side of it. You're going to see the business. You're going to see what it takes to go for the drug test, medical cards, how to maintain it, how to maintain your business. You understand? So that's the advice I would give him, Chris. I ain't the best, but I learned from the old timers. That's who I learned from. Now, if I had to tell a young guy that's trying to get into trucking where to start, I would say moving. The reason I would say moving, because moving has no restrictions in cities. As long as you got a pickup, you can go in the city. But you still gotta know the load clearances. You gotta know the bridge work. The bridge weight. You gotta know all that. You gotta know how to load the trailer. You gotta know how to talk to customers. You gotta know what time to call a customer. See what I'm saying? So if you can learn that can help you in any part of the business. Because now, you know, wherever I go, even though it's a truck route, I'm still checking to see if I can make it. I'm still checking the low clearances. Because if I learn from moving, I know I can go anywhere. But I still got to check. See what I'm saying? So that's how I learned. And, you know, or hazmat. Try hazmat, try the tanker. A lot of hazmat. You can't go everywhere. So you got to plan your routes. You got to know these things. But I would say moving. I'm not going to say a straight truck, but I would say moving. Go into a moving company. Learn how to pack, wrap. Learn how to handle money. Learn how to take control of a crew. So now if you get your own truck, you got to hire helpers. You know how long it takes for you to do a job. You understand? That's where I would say. Start moving. Everybody can't do moving, and that's why everybody can't be a businessman in the trucking business. Well said, well said, well said. How much you make a year? Well, Chris, it varies. Heavy haul varies. I get a percentage. of the weight. You know, a lot of guys go percentage, either go hourly. I go by the weight because, say hypothetically, I got something that's oversized and it's 15,000 pounds. I might have a precast concrete. It may be 11 feet wide, right? So I go by the weight. Weight, permits, and if I got permits, I go hourly. I do pretty good. You know, President Biden might be watching the YouTube, so I don't want to tell him how much to tax me, but I do pretty good. You know, I don't complain, but it's good money. You know, I'm hooked up with Landstar, ATS on this. I got a couple trailers, couple trucks. All your trucks look like this? Well, I got one 180-inch sleeper. That's for moving and doing vehicles. And I got a 120. I do that for the reefer and dry van. Then the rest of the loads I broke it off. My wife, you know, she's a boss. She's the boss of the bosses. I'm just an employee of the company. Okay? How you get your truck so shiny and chrome? Well, Chris, I do a little bit here, a little bit there, you know. Take my time, you know. I try to, when I'm buying a truck, I try to get all my things that I want on it when I buy it. You know, I like to go to Rush Peterbilt, give them what I want, let them build it. After they build it, I just maintain it. You know, every now and then I might stop at a show, go from there. Do you like going where you like running at? Well, I like the rates. You know, heavy haul doesn't matter, Chris. But when I'm in the reefer, I try to stay on the East Coast. Flatbed, I try to stay on the East Coast because, you know, I got lumber. I got things of that nature. I can't get the commodity. I can't get a high gross commodity. So I try to, you know, maintain the East Coast. I may go from East Coast to Chicago, pending. You know, I try to stay in that region with my flatbed, not unless I gotta specialize. Refrigeration, I try to go from East Coast to Denver. I try to stay within that zone. That's it. You know. Do you have other drivers? Well, Chris, in moving, yes. But in freight, I got trailers. I try to encourage my drivers to get their own truck. You know, if they don't have authority, cool. Work off my authority. But I try to encourage them to get their own trucks and to be a businessman. Hold on, Chris. I got my window down, my nose is running. Hold on. Sorry about that, Chris. Yeah, so that's basically what I do, Chris. I love heavy haul. I love moving. I love my flatbed. I love my step deck. I love them all. But the heavy haul pays the most. Heavy haul is my background to my business. So that's why I got a Peterbilt. Peterbilt is the Cadillac of trucks. You're not gonna find a ride like a Peterbilt. Kenworth is the GMC of trucks. So my pride, and Peterbilt only go by a certain length. Kenworth, I can get a 231-inch sleeper if I wanted to, but I don't have no need for that. So when you need to be strong and long, Kenworth. When your pride and joy of your money, Peterbilt. It's like you're riding on a cloud. The air ride like you're riding on a cloud. Long and low. All right. So where you headed now with the grader? Well, I gotta go to Albine Cat over there in Upper Marlboro. So I was, in Baltimore just hanging out for a minute. Just, polishing my wheels, hanging out. I'm gonna drop the grader and I'm headed home. I live about maybe 30 miles from the cat dealer. So I'm gonna go home. All right. I guess I'll be seeing you at the shows. It all depends, Chris. All depends. Only time I go to a show, I might want to bring my better half with me, or the kids. If I ain't, I like to bring them to the shows. Get them out the house, let them show them the chrome and the chicken lights, and I like to take the kids there. I get all the kids in the neighborhood and load them up in a sleeper. Get about 10 kids, load them up in a sleeper, take them to the truck show. They grow up, remember me. They will remember me. They were like, yeah, so and so used to take me to the truck shows. You remember that? And here it is. I got a loyal businessman for life, because that's all he gonna want to do is stay in that truck. So at least I'm helping them stay out of trouble. That's how I look at it. So I take all the kids, load them up in the sleeper, and we go to the truck shows. Put a rag in their hand and let them start polishing the Pete or the KW. That's what I do. So I'm loved by the kids, Chris. All right. Well, I'm about to get off this exit here, and I will be seeing you. Yes, you will. All right, Chris. I got to head on out. All right. So that's how it would be. Now, we do another interview. I'm being interviewed by History Channel about trucks. So I'm in the office, or I'm in front of the office. It's a beautiful day outside. Reporter saying, yes, I'm doing a report on owner-operators and businesses in the trucking industry. I'm trying to get more acquainted with what y'all do. Okay? So how can I help you? Is the rates good for the truckers? Well, you asking me about the whole industry. I can't tell you that because we all have different rates. You understand? We all have a different type of lifestyle. We got different truck payments. Some buy a truck cash and some don't. You know? Some live in where taxes are high and some don't live in where taxes are high. It depends where you live at. It depends where you park your truck, you know, for your insurance. So that right there is a question that you'll get different answers from different people. Now, if you asking me, are the rates good for me? Well, I have my own business, so you know, anything that doesn't apply, let it fly. You understand? Okay. Well, do you do the spot market? Well, let me tell you something. I love the spot market and the contract rates. I agree with them. I have nothing against that. But if you have a company of more than one truck, it's hard to do the low board. Okay? You're looking for something that's a contract because you don't have time to sit and wait and look for the right load. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have time to sit here and wait for the right load. I got a contract. I know what I'm getting. I know what the overall sum is or the weight is. Go from there. Now, some of my loads might be lower than the spot market. That's all right. That's cool. But I got a contract. When you sitting, you losing money. As long as my wheels turning, I'm making money. So by me going to spot market, I'm going. This is how you do in the spot market. Say my rate is $3 per mile. I go to Ohio. Rates is $1.70, $1.90. Now I'm waiting. See what I'm saying? I'm not waiting. I got a contract. I'm getting paid. Time my wheels turn, I'm getting paid. I got contracts. You know, if I had one truck, I could do it. I can hang out, go to the truck stop, hang out for a couple of days, go rent a car, go travel the city, you know, just hang out. But got too much going on for me not to have money coming in 24/7. So I like contracts. But I will do spot market if my contract, just say my deadhead is 400 miles. I got a deadhead. Well, I'm looking on a load board to see something I can get for close to that 400 miles. I do the load board, spot market. It all depends on my next pickup. But my contract is first. You know, my accounts are first. If my account is too far and I figure I can get me a load going to that location, jumping on it. Okay? Now, do you think it's beneficial for you not to have your own truck, your own trailer? That's not fair. Because, let me explain something to you. Once again, right? You're talking in general of what everybody else has different theories. Me, I have contracts. So if I get a contract and I don't got a trailer, it reflects, it hurts me. Because now I still have to I'm pulling your freight in your trailer. I'm not getting the good rates. Only thing I want is your freight. I don't want your trailer. I want your freight. I don't want your fuel. I don't want your fuel discount. I don't want none of that. I just want your freight. Let me move your freight. The other stuff, give to someone else. I don't want that. I'm independent. Understand? So by me saying that, I'm getting a contract for freight and using your trailer, nah, I don't want that. If I'm just one person, maybe. One truck, I'm not doing nothing else. I want to make maybe one truck. I'm trying to make 300,000 for the year. Possible. It's possible. You feel me? That's damn near possible. So I'll go to someone. I probably will hook up with an owner-operator first. If I'm going to do that, I'm hooking up with an owner-operator. I'm not hooking up with a mega carrier. Because the owner-operator is going through the mega carrier. You know what I'm saying? He got X amount of freight. For me to go there with just one truck, I can't do but so much. So I'm not getting a good rate. You understand what I'm saying? So let me explain. You are a big corporate, you're a big company. Here it is, this guy right here on your right, he has maybe 7 trucks, 10 trailers. He's going to get a better type of deal with that carrier because he has options. I don't have options. Only thing I got is one truck, and I got to pull your trailer. So I'd rather go to the owner-operator that has the freight and go that way instead of going to the mega carrier. I will hook up, I will go to the truck dealership and says, I know you know a lot of independent owner-operators that got mega freight. I'm trying to hook up with someone and go from there. That's what I would do if I had one truck and no trailer. I wouldn't go to no JB Hunt and say I want a contract. They looking at me like, what you got? You got one truck? You gonna do 10 loads a week? I can't do 10 loads a week, every week. So now I got a broker. Now I need drivers. I got one truck, I got a broker and drive. Then the loads they giving me, hypothetically, just say they're giving me loads for a flatbed, they're giving me loads for reefer, right? I'm steadily pulling their trailer. So I can't say they give me a contract. I can't say that, I got a right to say no, because I need them 2 times. I need their trailer and I need their freight. So if I'm gonna do a contract, it's best for you to have your own trailer, and you go in there and says, well, you go into a company that has flatbed, that has step deck, have refrigerated trailers. You're going for a contract. You're going for everything that they have, that they offer. So I'm going with a company that has all these trailers. I got them in my fleet. So I got a contract. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. When you going as a subcontractor for a company, a mega carrier, you got to provide. It's something different. You want to hook up your owner operator, and you go from there. But if you want to be a subcontractor, you got to supply what they get. Understand? So it's you know it's a business, but you got to know the business. Then sometimes you got to load your freight. You know, it's kind of hard. I can go on and on with this, but everybody is different. You gotta talk to a person. What is they in the business for? They might just have one truck and looking to pull somebody's trailer, you know, drop and hook, and they happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So you need to talk to a person. You need to have a type of an interview that have multi-type drivers. Excuse me. I don't drop and hook. You understand? I don't drop and hook. I don't want to. When you see my tractor, you see my trailer. When you don't see my trailer, I'm going to get service. I don't want your trailer. I just want your freight. Now to drop and hook, you need bobtail rates. You know, you got to figure out how much it costs for you to just drive your tractor to the next location. You know, you might pick up in Baltimore and take that trailer and drop it off in Charlotte. If you're not picking up in the same location, now you're going to have to figure out how much it costs per mile for you to bobtail somewhere else. Because you got to tell your broker or your carrier or your DM what it costs. Mine's a complete package. I got 18 tires, minimum 18 tires, 18 brakes. You know, I got a brake on each axle. I got to service my brakes. You understand what I'm saying? So mine's complete package. Got oil changes. You know, I clean my truck. I got to detail my truck, my trailer. Mine's a complete package. So when I give you a rate, I'm giving you a rate for everything. I'm not giving you a rate just for my tractor. So you need to talk to one of them. Now you talk to me about business, you talking to me about my business, not the trucking industry. I can't answer their questions. I can't defend them. I can't. Because what's good for him may be bad for me, and what's good for me might be bad for him. That's debatable. That's debatable. Now they be saying, man, that's cheap freight. Well, another driver might be saying, ain't cheap for me. Or I ain't doing that. Somebody else will do it. So you need to ask them for the industry questions. You need to ask fuel prices. That's an industry question. Fuel prices. Insurance rates. Tolls. How's the freight? Not the freight rate, but how is the freight? What's the best location to pick up from? Those are industry questions. Okay? So now you're asking about diesel fuel. It's getting up there. But what you gonna do? You gotta pay it. And insurance, you got an option. How fast you want to get paid when you need to get paid. Ask yourself that question. Sometimes the highest rate is best. Because when you need to get paid, you get paid. You don't got to go through a waiting process. Understand? So, those are industry questions. Freight, you need to go to talk to DAT. DAT has a industry trends, and they tell you where's the best place for picking up, what's not the best place. That's the best I can give you. But to know how much money I make, I don't do that. Because how much I make will hurt the industry or help the industry. I'm not trying to do neither. I ain't trying to do neither or. This is my business. My rates is my rates. Now, just because I can tell you my rate, but I can't tell you how much money I make. It's a difference. Because I may have a rate, but got excess of freight. I don't mind sharing my rate, but I ain't sharing how much I make. I'm not doing that. I might say, I make $4 a mile, okay? How many miles you go? That's none of your business. Because now you want to know how much I make. I tell you my rate, not how much I make. You understand? That's a businessman. Businessman care less about the rate. Because that will give you a doctrine of the rate. Nobody cares about the rate. But how much I make, it's none of your business. I would never tell you how much I make. I tell you my rate. If I tell you my rate, now either you're going to try to go lower or try to match it. That's cool. We setting the trend. It's cool. I have no problem with that. So now you're telling your brokers the going rate is so and so. I have no problem with that. But how much I make? Nah. We don't do that. See the difference? You tell a person you make, I got a new job. I make $35 an hour. They gonna add up the rate and figure you make 40 hours a week. They don't know that you get 10, 12 hours overtime a week. How much you make is none of your business. The rate, here's the rate. I have no problem telling you my rate. I will never tell you how much I make. Now, do another interview. We got Home and Garden. That's on the cable network, Home and Garden. They going to people's homes interviewing. I got my home, and they come knocking on my door. Can I do an interview? Talking to my boss, the wives. Do you mind? Well, let them show you. I'll let them show you. from falling back. Well, I think it'll look good to see a husband and wife. I don't want the attention as being a king of his castle. I don't want it. I'm happy with what I got. So if my wife cares to show you how they live, cool. Cool. That's on them. But how I live, I want to live privately. So my cars, what I do inside my house, I don't want the world to know. I don't want you to know. Only thing you know is when I come outside. That's all I want you to know is when I come outside. I don't want you investigating or assuming what I'm doing. I might say no, and you might try to sue me because I said no. I might tell my dog, go in the room, yell, and you might be saying, oh, he's this, he's that. No, stay out. What goes on here is my business. Now, if they care to share what they do, that's on them. Out there is rules, and here is rules. I don't want it. Stay out. If you ask me, I don't want it. Now, you can come take pictures. You can come to do a video of the property. I have no problem with that. But if you want to come inside that house, you ask my wife. She'll show you around. I'm not. I'm telling you right now, I'm not. Oh, well, we investigating the properties in the community to set the rate. Oh, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with the county coming in and assessing the property. I have no problem with that. But you want to come inside my house? I got a problem. If you want me to show you, it's a problem. I don't want no parts of you in my house. Nothing. I don't want your lies. I don't want your envy. I don't want nothing dealing with the world inside my house. So, go your way. Now, my wife shows you, that's her. I care less. But you ain't coming in my bedroom. She'll show you everything else but my bedroom. Feel me? Because I'm not trying to compare how I live to the next millionaire. I'm not trying to compare how I live to the next billionaire. I'm not trying to compare how I live to somebody that doesn't have what I have. That's the reason why you pay taxes and have your own property, for privacy. Now, you want to come look at my property, if you want to look at my permits when I do something on my property, I have no problem. No problem sharing that with you. But if you want to come inside my house, you need a warrant. No warrant, get away from me. And you don't need a warrant because I ain't breaking no laws. That's me. Now, my wife might be different. If she want to have a tea party, invite her people over, okay, it's on you. I can't tell you not. I can't tell my kids not to bring their friends over to the house. I can't tell my kids that. But me personally, I don't want envy in my house. You know, it's the old saying, you know, don't watch horror flicks and invite the devil in your house. You know, you turn on the TV, watching all these horror flicks. Now you got the devil inside your house. Now you're sleeping with the devil because now your mind is working. You see what I'm saying? I don't want that. So now, my room, you always wondering what my room looked like. None of your business. None of your business. My bedroom doesn't make me money. My bedroom costs me money. Got it? Yeah, you can put the house outside of my house on YouTube and MTV Cribs. You can do that. Have no problem with that because it's a free world. You riding by, you can see my house, but to see the inside of it, you need a warrant. That's how I live. You need a warrant. You got to be invited to my house. That's how I live. So, next interview, okay, we are having a family event. I got 4 wives now. So they're inviting their cousins all over to the house. I have no problem with that. So, I'm saying, okay, I have no problem. I want you here. I want you to see your family. Okay, I have no problem with that. I want to hire a chef. I don't have no problem with that, but if we're inviting family over, why can't we be a family and not bring outsiders in to cook? Why? Why you need a chef to cook for your family? Back in the days, grandma cooked. And we talked. So me, I'm old time. You invite family.